I've learned a lot from this conference about this, and here's the deal. This whole idea that there are these things called green jobs, hopefully you've been disabused of that notion that there are any such things, both from what I said and maybe what you already knew. Here's how the U.S. Department of Labor thinks about what is a green job, and I'm going to tell you why it's important to you, why it's not just something in a report. The biggest group of the so-called green jobs are traditional jobs, which there are more of now because there's money flowing into an area where it wasn't flowing in before. None of the tasks and requirements change. So, for example, if you are a solar energy company, or you are the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife, or you are Tetra Tech, an environmental consulting firm, most of your jobs, as you receive more and more green money, are not going to change at all. They stay exactly the same. But hopefully, as more money flows in instead of less, you'll have more of them. Right? You'll have more salespeople, more marketing people, more policy people to do exactly the same thing that you were doing before. No change. The next ones are what are called green-up occupations. They stay pretty much exactly the same, but because there are a few new skills to learn, you have to go learn them, and they're the green skills. The best example of this is in the building fields and the architectural fields. If you're an architect in 2010, you have to be a green architect. There's no difference between who the green architects are and who the other architects are. You're green because you're in architecture in 2010. But you might need to get a few additional skills that you didn't have before when you went to architecture school or from your past experience. So of those skills, for example, you might need to get a LEED certification. But LEED certification is not what it will teach you to be a good architect. It's just the tiniest add-on fraction of your architectural education, or your auditing education, or your biological education, or your engineering education. So you get the little additional green-up training, but you pretty much stay exactly in your same profession. 80% of the green jobs are in those first two categories. They are not new job titles. They're not like revolutionary new things that, where are those so-called green jobs? How do I train for them? If you want to be an architect, become a green architect. It's no problem. You just add on a little bit of skills. If you want to be a biologist, a policy person, an engineer. However, there's one last group. These are the new jobs. There are a few truly new jobs because we're building a green economy. And I'm glad to talk to you about what those are. But the key message is, pick the field that you would have liked anyway before you ever heard the field green. Be good at it, because you don't have to go to green. Green will come to you. Green is already coming to your profession, no matter what you do.